What's up, everybody? It's your boy GK, and I wanted to do something different. Those of you who know me and watch my stuff, my content, I'm mostly a 2K guy. You know, I go back and forth from NBA 2K17 to WWE 2K17. Well, I wanted to change it up, and with that, I wanted to go ahead and do this open beta for EA's NHL 18, which was released as an open beta yesterday for the PS4 and the Xbox One. And with this, I want to let you know ahead of time, I have not played an NHL game since the PlayStation 2 was still a big thing. So that'll tell you how long it's been. And with that, I'm going to go into detail on what you're seeing right here, maybe a little later on in the video, and I'm going to give you some information, and I'm going to give you my opinion on how I feel about it and how I feel this game will do in the future. Don't get mad about the things that I say because it's my opinion, guys, but you know, it's always open to your interpretation. And if you hear any clicking, it's my mouse, it's extremely loud, and I'm going to read off a couple things that are on the EA's NHL 18 page so that you can hear what they have on their page to say about the game. And with that, here we go. NHL 18 game features. EA Sports NHL 18 delivers the creativity of today's young NHL with new creative attack control and the all-new defensive skill stick. Play the fast-paced, arcade-inspired 3-on-3 NHL Freeze mode, or reshape the league entirely with the new expansion draft and your own custom 30-second NHL team. Do it all with the most co-op and competitive multiplayer options ever delivered in an EA Sports NHL game. Ooh. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to the threes and let you talk. I'm gonna talk about that, give you a little more understanding on what that is. The NHL 2K18 threes mode is both a single player to where you can play against any team that is on here, and there's also an online version of where you can play against your friends or other people online. And as you can see in the video, that's what I played, and this is just against the AIs in the game, but it's really fun. It's actually really competitive, and it's really something that you can get into very quickly. The controls for me were a little weird. You know, I haven't played something in which the right analog stick has more or just about the same of controlling features that your left analog stick does. So it's definitely weird not to press a button to shoot. You know, my shots are usually slap shots and stuff. And yeah, the threes, that's what you're seeing. I'm not quite sure the exact points in which I score, but you'll see with that it's not exactly like your average hockey game. There's going to be money pucks, which are essentially your money balls for, like, if you're in a three-point contest. If you score, it has different effects. There's multiple money pucks. There's some in which you can take the points from your opponent. There's some in which you can score 3 points off of one shot. But it's definitely something to get into if you like being competitive and playing around with friends. And it doesn't take that long at all. So it's definitely really fun. The cover athlete, Connor McDavid, he's an Edmonton Oilers captain. I actually don't really pay a whole lot of attention to them because, as you can see, I'm a Caps fan. I know I might get a lot of shade thrown because of that, but, you know, I know a little bit about him. He's a pretty decorated player. He's a 2017 Art Ross Trophy winner. He was granted the exceptional player status by Hockey Canada in 2012. He's the youngest captain in NHL history when he was just 19. Like, it's great. He's actually the fastest skater as of this year too, so that's really cool. You know, he's definitely quite an athlete, and he's a nice cover athlete. I like their decision. The expansion draft, I need to give you a little more information on that. The expansion draft is basically going to be your franchise mode in which you can go and you can create your own team, your own NHL team, and you can shake up the league as much as you want and make it your own. And I've read a little bit on it, and it sounds like it's going to be extremely fun, and it's going to be just huge for this game. Those of you who want to make this more centered towards yourself instead of hockey fans in general, I feel like that's going to definitely be extremely fun. I'm trying to think of a better word. Rewarding. There we go. Rewarding for you. You're able to make your own team, and you can do basically whatever. You can say you are from wherever. You can pick who you want to be on your team. You can make the just absolute best all-star team of all your favorite players, and with all that, you can take yourself to the Stanley Cup and bring it back to your hometown at the end. So it looks really, really promising in that compared to other games that I've seen. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. The multiplayer aspect is definitely something that I look into and I really look forward to in sports games. And with this one, you know, like I said, I'm not that big into hockey games. I haven't played since I was very young, and I just recently decided, you know, hey, I'm gonna play again. But the multiplayer looks extremely promising. You can make your own ultimate team. You can do your online, and you can do your threes. Those are the modes in which your multiplayers can do. You can also do your local multiplayer with your friends at your house, but you know, it looks really promising. The gameplay looks really good. The graphics look extremely great to me. With all that, the controls are definitely something I'm not used to, but I really enjoy what's going on. You know, it's a whole different aspect than what I'm used to, and I'm really, really confident that this is going to be a very entertaining and replayable game, obviously. I, for one, am excited for it. You know, I've not been the absolute die-hard hockey fan that I could be. You know, I used to be really into the home team, you know, the Hurricanes for us, but you know, a lot has changed, and I went away from hockey for a little while, but it definitely looks extremely promising. It's definitely going to be fun. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun time if you like playing multiplayer with your friends, or if you like to try and make things like your own league or anything like that. It looks really promising in that regard. You can get this, I don't remember exactly when. Alright, here we go. It's coming September 15th of this year, but you can pre-order the Young Stars edition and get it September 12th, guys. That's now, I don't know a whole lot about the Young Stars edition. I haven't read a whole lot on it, but it definitely, I feel like it would be worth it if you're a hockey fan, or if you just like playing games ahead of time, pre-ordering stuff and enjoying how much of a good time it can be. Yeah, and with a lot of that, a lot of that information, you guys know who EA are, you know what games they have, what series they've been playing, and I feel like this could be a big change in sports games for me. I may not just be stuck with the Madden games or the NBA games. You know, I feel like I could definitely get into this and make it one of my mainstays as a game. You know, yeah. And with this open beta, when I was playing it, you can play just about every team. I think there was one team that was locked, and you had a couple choices of where to play. It was the EA 3-on-3 arena, or you could go to Madison Square Garden. I went to Madison Square Garden just for the simple fact that I feel it has a I know this place, so it makes me feel way better that it's got a familiar place that I know of. And this the announcer in this kept me entertained the entire time. There wasn't a moment that I wasn't laughing. He said all types of hilarious things. If he was if he was just yelling to be yelling or throwing out some random one-liners, I definitely I think the commentary for this, for when you're playing this, is extremely enjoyable. It didn't get really repetitive for me, which is a good thing. Those who know me, I usually complain about commentary on games because after so long, once you've done so much, you know, in that one gameplay, stuff gets really repetitive and it's not enjoyable at all because you're getting sick and tired of what they have to say. But yeah, it's definitely something that I enjoyed playing, and I really looked forward to getting more content out to you guys about this. And it's definitely something I look forward to. I don't want to seem like I'm just extremely ready for this game, because there is some things that I don't like. It seemed like it was a little buggy when it came to like checking your opponent. It would you would fly a little further than you should have, and you'd be flailing around after you were getting up. And you know, it is a work in progress, so it can definitely be fixed. And other than that, I didn't have too many issues with it. The targeting system was a little awkward for me. It had, I want to say, 3 different control schemes, and I went with the first one. And it definitely is different, to put it nicely. They even gave you an option to go back to, I think it was 94 or 95 control scheme back when they did the NHL games for that year. And I figured, okay, you know, that sounds a little weird. But now that I look back, I should probably go try that out. And I just really think it's going to be really, really enjoyable for everybody. And I'm really looking forward to playing this more and giving you my opinion on everything. And I'll probably do a in-depth review of this at some point. I'm not quite sure when, and I really want to do that. I played quite a few times. I played against the Hurricanes a couple times. That's not on this video though, and I plan on uploading those. I lost quite a few times, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably upload those, even though I know I'm pretty much trash at this game. It took me way longer than it should have, but you know, other than those things, I really enjoyed playing it. It felt like it was something I enjoyed playing, and I would love to play with my friends. And with that, I feel like it's definitely going to be one of the better entries that I've played. Of course, a lot of time has passed since I've played these games, so I can't say a lot. I'll probably have to go back every couple of years and look at the major ones that have been released each time and see how I feel about that. But yeah, this mode right here though, the threes that you're seeing, which is the one that I've mainly played, and I played with the AIs of course, it's really fun. It gets really competitive even with a semi-low difficulty. I had it a little above average, I think. I'm not quite sure. I think it was slightly above adaptive, I can't swear. But it was definitely something that kept me in check when it came to my gameplay ability, and it was extremely fun based off of that. Yeah. There's a couple things that I really like when it comes to this gameplay, and that is the fact the goalies, unlike other game, the last game I played, I could send my goalie all the way up into the other goalie, and that would just screw everything up when it came to that. I can send them out to pass it, but I can't go past the halfway mark on the ice, so it's definitely, I feel like that's better to make the game legit and not just here I'm gonna move so somebody can score. Yeah, the gameplay was fun. The controls I'm not used to, so it was definitely something to get used to over time. I like the way it looks. All those little things, like those small things that you see, like even the fans, like they look better than some of the videos I've seen. There we go. That shows it a little more. But yeah, it's first to 7 is how this goes, and it's it's definitely challenging, and it gives you a chance to switch out your players after every period. With this, it did not give me just 3 periods. It made it to where I had to finish it, and I really like that, because in a first to 7, I may not be the best right now. I may not be the best ever. I'm probably going to be buns for the rest of my life, but that's okay. But it gave me a chance to get to that 7 mark, and it was definitely entertaining, and I enjoyed it so much, you know. And there we go to the 7th point, actually, the last shot of the match. You know, I enjoyed it so much, and I really hope that you guys liked the video. I hope those of you who have the open beta already are enjoying it. I do recommend at least trying it out. You know, it's an open beta. Things can change. Things can get a lot better and or a lot worse. But with that, I had a great time playing this game, and it's definitely something I'm going to come back to, and I'm most likely going to end up buying the game itself, because it really brought back that feel. You know, I've missed hockey for a while, so I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, you know, check it out. It's released September 15th, or you can pre-order it on the 12th. Check it out. Thank you guys.